Hello everyone, in this video we will cover why Amex has made some changes to the Gold Card that have been deemed by many as useless and worthless, what exactly these changes are, what you can do if you don't find value in these changes, and why I think the changes are actually a good thing. So Amex has actually announced that Gen Z and Millennials are actually their fastest growing customer segment. And just so we're all on the same page, that includes people born in 1981 all the way to 2012. And obviously people born in 2012 are not old enough to have credit cards yet, but that is the range. Amex claims that they have seen a strong restaurant spend in this group of individuals, and that since 2018, restaurants have been a top category for Gold Card members. The new changes to the Gold Card are supposed to deliver more value to these consumers doing what they already love to do, such as grabbing a morning coffee or dining at Resy restaurants. The new and enhanced benefits include a $100 Resy credit that you redeem semi-annually in $50 increments, $7 per month in Dunkin' Donuts credits, the ability to use your $10 monthly dining credit at Five Guys, and an additional 1,000 properties have been added to the hotel collection. If you are a fan of Milk Bar and Shake Shack, then you might be disappointed to learn that they will no longer be participating partners for the $120 dining credit. Now, in my very popular opinion, I know you're wondering, Five Guys is better than Shake Shack. However, recently I've been traveling more, I've been outside more, and I do notice that Shake Shack is more conveniently located than Five Guys. I see Shake Shack more in shopping centers, in airports. I was just at New Jersey airport not too long ago, and there was a Shake Shack literally right next to my gate, so that was super convenient. I grabbed something to eat there. And I do think that in the past 2 months, I would say, I've eaten at Shake Shack more, even though I prefer Five Guys, simply because there's a Shake Shack closer to wherever I am. Now, you might be wondering what Resy is and why they decided this would be a good addition to the Gold Card. A fun fact is Resy was actually acquired by American Express in 2019. This was part of their strategy to become an essential part of their card members' lives. Resy was created to help expose people who love dining out to new restaurants and restaurants that are a little more challenging to get reservations with. You can use Resy to discover new restaurants in different cities, as well as make your own reservation directly on their app or website. Now, learning this information, you can see why Amex wants to reward and encourage its customers to use Resy. Something else that I wanted to highlight about the new additions to the hotel collection is that you can actually check in at 12 p.m. now when available, and you also have access to late checkout, which is comparable to the Platinum Card where you can check in at 12 when available. With the Platinum Card, you do get guaranteed 4 p.m. checkout. There isn't a checkout time listed on the Amex Travel website, so I'm not really sure. And I had plans to find that out for you guys because I did go to Vegas recently. I stayed at the Cosmopolitan, and I did book that on Amex Travel. I was not able to get early check-in because it was the weekend. No, that's a lie. It was not the weekend, but it was really busy. I think August is a really busy time to go to Vegas. People are still traveling, and I wasn't able to ask about late checkout because I had reservations at Wynn Buffet and then I stayed at Encore. So I don't really know. I didn't really benefit from those new changes, and I had that reservation before the new changes came into effect. So I wasn't sure if it would work anyway, but just keep in mind that these new changes are great, but it is when available. And if you are only traveling during peak times, I think it's really unlikely that you will benefit from a lot of these new additions, because at the end of the day, if it's busy, they can't really do anything to accommodate you unless you have that guaranteed 4 p.m. checkout, which would have been really nice at the Waldorf Astoria because my flight wasn't until 10 p.m. So the Amex Platinum Card is definitely getting added to my wallet next year. And now I do want to talk about a comment that I saw someone make where they said that $325 a year for a non-travel card is unacceptable. They then went on to say that the Venture X card is priced at $400 a year, and so it makes no sense to have the Amex Gold Card. And so I just want to do a quick comparison of the Venture X and Gold Card so that I can tell you why this comment makes no sense to me. With the Venture X card, you will receive a $300 annual credit for bookings through Capital One Travel, and this credit does expire every year. You will also receive a $100 statement credit after you apply for Global Entry or TSA PreCheck. You don't have to pay for TSA PreCheck every year, so it's not like you can factor that in when trying to offset the annual fee. You will also get access to Capital One lounges. As far as the multipliers go, you are earning 10 miles per dollar on hotel and rental purchases made through Capital One Travel, 5 miles per dollar on flights and vacation rentals booked through Capital One Travel, and 2 miles per dollar on other purchases. And I just want to remind you that when you're booking through Capital One Travel, which you will have to do if you want to earn that 5 to 10 miles per dollar, you are booking through a third party. I have heard that Capital One's customer service through the travel portal is really terrible, and also just In general, when you're booking through a third party and an issue arises, it's really hard to resolve that issue because you have to go through the third party. The hotel cannot help you or assist in any way, or airline. So sometimes you lose money, sometimes you have to pay more money, sometimes you're just stuck with no solution. With the Amex Gold Card, you're getting 4 points per dollar on restaurant and grocery purchases, 3 points per dollar on flights, 2 points per dollar on hotels if you book through Amex Travel, and 1 point per dollar on everything else. I have also saved over $1,000 in the last 2 years from using Amex offers, yes, on things that I was going to buy anyway, mostly on hotel purchases. And just recently, the number is actually a little over $1,200 now. I booked a cruise, and conveniently, I had an Amex offer. Like, every time I'm booking something, there's always an Amex offer there for me. So I just don't understand. I'm trying really hard to understand how you could say that the Amex Gold Card is not a travel card or that it's a coupon book unless you're not benefiting from the coupons. There are, in my experience, countless opportunities and offers to help you save money on travel. In addition to that, the main difference between the Venture X and Gold Card is just that you're earning points in different categories. With the Venture X, you are earning miles on your travel purchases, so on the hotel, flight, cruise bookings, and then with the Gold Card, you are earning points on food purchases. They are both travel cards, just rewarding your spending in different categories. Now let's talk about whether or not I am canceling my Amex Gold Card. I honestly can't say that these changes have made me want to cancel my card. I did see another comment where someone was asking what Amex was thinking when they made these changes, implying that it was a horrible decision, and someone else said they were thinking about the East Coast. That's what they were thinking. And as someone who lives in New England, that did make me laugh. I honestly don't go to Dunkin' Donuts frequently. However, I'm not gonna lie, there's a Dunkin' Donuts on every corner where I live. And I have been traveling more, and I'm always at the airport now, so grabbing, I don't drink coffee, but maybe like a tea or just a bagel or a croissant or something early in the morning with my $7 credit is going to be so helpful. Just last week, I was stuck at the airport with my sister for 8 hours, and we went to Dunkin' Donuts like 3 times. And so it didn't cover all 3 trips to Dunkin' Donuts, but it was helpful. I wasn't looking for any changes to the Gold Card, but now that these changes are here, I am excited to see how it all works out over the course of a year. And if you are not excited, I'm really sorry to hear that. You can downgrade your Gold Card to the Amex Green Card, which is more similar to the Venture X card, where you will be earning points on your travel purchases, hotels, Airbnbs, flights, cruises, train fare, bus fare, subway fare, Ubers, Lyfts. It also comes with a clear credit, which again is really similar to the Venture X card, just has a much lower annual fee. Or you can also just cancel your Amex Gold Card and check out the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. Just remember that when you are looking for a new credit card with a different credit card company, you will now be using their travel partners. So Chase has a different list of travel partners than Amex. Amex has a different list of travel partners than Capital One, which is again why I really don't even think you could say that the Venture X card is better than the Amex Gold Card, because now you can even transfer your points to Delta. You can transfer your points to Hilton. You can't, it's just, they're not the same. They're not comparable. And depending how old you are and how much credit history you have, canceling your Amex Gold Card is really not going to affect you that much for the long term. Someone like me who only has 5 years of credit history, because that's how long I've been allowed to have credit, it would affect me a little bit differently because I don't have a lot of credit history. But if you're like 50, I think you're going to be fine after a couple months. So don't worry about it. Do what makes sense for you. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.